Yeah, I'm sorry, I was doing the video. I just wanted to give you a quick glimpse at the pool area, and apparently it's, I don't know, it's might be closed because because right now it's like 10:15ish. I think I'm sure it's like one of those warm pools, but I just wanted to kind of give you a glimpse of this part of the resort. This is a very nice resort, as you can see. So I just wanted to kind of take you with me. I just store my bag, store my suitcase, so I'll be like kind of more hands-free. But this is the pool area. Just wanted to kind of give you a glimpse of that. As you can see, pretty nice. It gives you, kind of the ambiance you need. So I just wanted to kind of give you a glimpse of that. And again, once I get situated in my room, disinfect it, because that's what I know. That's what I do. No matter where I stay, it could be whether it's the Motel 6 or the Hilton, I'm going to disinfect, the surfaces. So once I do all of that, then I'm going to give you a review of my accommodations. Not that I will stay at a Motel 6, by the way. I was just being facetious, but you know what I meant. But all right, ta-ta. All right, you guys, I am back. I am back from my I had a full day already. I didn't even get a chance to unwind since I got out the airport. So this is the room. I just wanted, to kind of, you guys to come and take this tour with me. I just checked in, so my room is ready. So here we go. Okay. Let's try it. Okay, there we go. So this is my room at the Club Wyndham Grand Desert. And here's the bathroom right here. So I just wanted to make sure that I do this quick review before I unwind and disinfect and all that good stuff. All right, hold on one second. I gotta pick up my key. All right. So here we are right here. Let's see. All right. Here we go. This is the shower and tub combination. Yeah, the tub looks a little dingy for my taste, but I always have shower shoes when I travel. But that's the bathroom nonetheless, or my bare necessities. I always prefer a walk-in shower. That's just my preference, but it is what it is. Now, here is the bedroom. Nice queen size bed, or I think it's a king or queen. TV. Nice fixtures. You could tell that they still wanted to kind of maintain some type of vintage style, but modern at the same time, contemporary at the same time. The closet here. And this is the view from the bedroom. Oh, yep. So here's the view. Not too shabby. I mean, you see the horizon, beautiful view of the mountains in the back. So that is that. And let's see what else we got here. Alrighty, let me put that down. And this is the kitchenette right here. Dining area. The whole living room space. Yes, that seems very comfortable, very cozy. I'm quite quaint. So this is if you were to ask me if I had the opportunity to, stay here again, if I'm in the Vegas area, I most certainly will, just based off of my vibe so far. So I just wanted to give you a glimpse of my accommodations at the Club Wyndham Grand Desert, and it's right near the Strip. The only thing is just it's a little journey from the front desk to the actual tower one. There's two towers, so I guess it depends on where you're actually staying, but it's something to have to adjust to. But for the most part, this is where I am, so I'm sure I'm going to be comfortable the whole time. And so I'm going to rest now, because I haven't rested since I got off the plane. I've been on a couple of tours already, so despite the circumstances, I've I've been active all day so far. So hopefully I'll be able to meet up with Lolo and the gang. We'll see what happens, but in the meantime, have a good one. This is the drag show at Hamburger Mary's on Flamingo Road, I believe. I wanted to make sure that I deleted the background, omitted the background music, and I just wanted to just kind of give y'all a glimpse of what we experienced. There's Lola right there. There's Ox City. Shout out to her with an Annie wig. It's a hard knock life for us. Yeah, so yeah, shout out to them. So yes, it was a great time. It was great meeting. That's my first time meeting them. I met them there, and yeah, it's just, a great experience. I love me a good drag show. And the show was about to start. Those are the performers there on the big screen. I try to get as much as I can, just kind of get a view of what was in store. And they all did their thing, as you can see. That's the host and one of the performers. I forgot some of their names. Please forgive me, y'all, but I'm going to make sure that I tag them on social media if I can. But there she go. She was a mess. They was a mess. I don't want to disrespect anyone's pronouns, so I'm going to say they, just to be on the short side. But yes, and there goes another performer. That was their intro performance. I think they all performed together, and then they performed separately later on. But that's their intro performance of just kind of give you an intro of what we were about to experience at that moment. Yeah, there they are. There they are. It was just such a great experience. They put a lot into the performance. And there is Victoria Mateo. I try to catch all of their socials, to check their, try to make sure that I captured their information. And I shout out to Victoria Mateo. She was one of my favorite drag performers throughout this night. And I'm hoping to interview with her too, fingers crossed. Get it, Victoria. She just did all kind of stuff. A lot of them did all the kind of gymnastics and flips and all kind of stuff. I know they had to soak in Epsom salt later on. But, they have to, that's the thing about it. When you perform like this, you have to make sure that you keep yourself in the utmost shape. And there you go. I'm sorry. That's why I said I got to make sure I put up their names when I tag them, because, yes, they're worthy of being named. I want to put some respect on their names. But I think their name is gosh. I'm trying to think. Bam. Just all kind of flexibility. Yes. I think it's Evelyn something. Evelyn Exile. Yes, there we go. There it is. And there go the host again, doing her performance. just want to give some highlights of each performance. Of course, I didn't, want due to time constraints, I didn't want to do each performance, and plus, I wanted to kind of, add a little bit more to the imagination. I don't want to give you everything because I want you to experience it for yourself, right? So this is what to be expected when you go to Hamburger Mary's for their drag show. This is Fridays at 8 o'clock in the p.m. So you can purchase your tickets. When you go on their website, you can purchase your tickets. They have like a general admission, and then they have VIP, and they have general admission plus dinner. And here I think this person, her name, she goes by Asthma Attack, or I don't know. It was one of them that went by. I think that's Asthma Attack. But they were all engaging and just giving you their all. They was putting it all into this. So, I hope that you be able to enjoy this as much as we did. Yep, there you go. See, I'm okay. See, I kind of remember. Asthma Attack. Yep, that's who they are. Here you go, another performer. If I could think of their name, I'll definitely give it to you. Yeah, if I could think of their name again. But no offense to anyone. I just want to give you a glimpse. Yeah, ow, ah, ow. I just love when people do that. Like when when the host they do that. And this is a performer. Yeah, he does this type of acrobatic stuff that a lot of people would not be able to accomplish. But I think his name is Andre or something. But again, like I said, I'll find out. And once I find out, I will tag these individuals, these talented performers. But it was just very enjoyable. Everyone was just loving on them. And it takes a lot of strength and a lot of agility to pull this off. So kudos to this man right here. Yes, there we go. There you go. Very artistic work. Very artistic. There goes Victoria Mateo once again. Because they, did 2 performances this night. Each of them did 2 performances. Well, I don't think did they all do 2 performances or just a select few? But that is Victoria Mateo once again. So I want to give you another glimpse of what she was, what they were working with. I'm sorry, I just don't want to mess up any pronouns. I don't want to misgender anyone. So please excuse me. And please excuse the background noise. I'm just, sitting here. I'm killing some time. I just checked out. So I'm killing some time and doing some editing, just kind of just doing what I can. But there they are. There goes Evelyn Exile once again. Doing their second performance. Yes. Yeah, I just wish I was able to give you the full experience by playing the music, but I really cannot. I'm trying to follow certain guidelines, and I don't want to, I want to make sure I don't jeopardize the opportunity to share this experience with you. So even if I gotta you just have to hear the sound of my voice and just kind of allow me to narrate as I take you there, then we're going to have to just do it like that. And again, pardon the background noise. I just hope you can still hear my voice, so I can just kind of give you what I experienced. And this is once again the host of this show, doing her Beyonce fizzle. But I know that you had those of you that has been following Lolo on her journey throughout this weekend, then you see that she's giving you all of the she's giving you the entirety of the show there, so you'll be able to watch the full experience on her channel. But I just wanted to give you some highlights that I want to share with you guys. And like I said, I'm going to just, hopefully, when I get back, I'm going to do some clips so I can kind of, just share the highlights and just kind of do the separate clips of these shows and other experiences. But I thank you for watching. I hope you're still watching. And I had the option of putting like other music, that is allowed, I guess, that wouldn't be copyrighted, but it would just take away from the experience to me. I wouldn't want to just, use, other music that's already on embedded in this app. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to take away from the experience, so I just said, let me just kind of talk you through it. But you see what it's giving. You see what they're giving. Yeah, you see what they got going on. Yes. Yes. So I just hope you enjoy what I'm able to highlight, what I'm able to cover. I just wanted to make sure that I gave y'all a glimpse, as I said before. And I hope you're able to make it over there. And this is their finale performance. All coming back to the stage to give you that final performance. This is them performing Woman, WOMAN. That's their performance, their finale performance. Yes, I mean, it was such a great performance. I wish I was able to just kind of give you, the background, but I can't. But I just wanted to give you a glimpse. But they just did a phenomenal job. Great performances all around. I had an Impossible Burger there and some type of mocktail. It was pretty sweet. It was pretty good. It was like that I showed you at the beginning of the video. It was pretty sweet. But pretty good nonetheless. Yes. So there they are. The drag queens of Hamburger Marys. So I just want to continue to just kind of narrate through, until the end. It's almost done. It's almost done. And then we'll probably proceed to the next thing. And I just want to thank you guys, like I said, for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for, hopefully you are, enjoying what you see. I'm hoping that you're enjoying the highlights of my, of this trip, and you'll be able to join. Here I am getting ready for the Purple Rain Prince tribute show. Just my little, had to make sure I represent the artist, the legend, my boyfriend in my head from back in the day. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to record. I wasn't allowed to record there, so I couldn't share any highlights with you. But it was a great experience. The performers did such a great job. Please check them out at the V Theater. When you get to Vegas, it was a great show. Lolo and I truly enjoyed ourselves. It was such a great experience. I'm glad I was able to make it there. And there you have it. Boom. So there you have it, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that you enjoy some of the highlights of my Vegas trip. It's not over yet. I checked out, and I just wanted to take the time to edit that video the best way I can. Just a little simple, editing and presenting to you what I experienced here in Las Vegas, and I really enjoyed myself. I really wanted to make sure that I, gave you a glimpse of the fact that I'm, you don't have to pity me. I didn't seek any sympathy or pity, but because I knew that this was going to be an experience that I would enjoy. I went on a couple of tours, got a couple of gift cards, a free trip again. I had nice accommodations. I had such a great time with Lolo. Shout out to Lolo. I mean, she's such a great person. I mean, she's just so genuine, and she just had a good time. I mean, you saw her video. She did such a great job giving you, the vlogging experience that she had. And I just really, really loved seeing her enjoy herself. Shout out to Ox City and Ghetto View as well. It was great meeting you. And, yeah, I mean, it was a great experience. I mean, despite everything, so I just wanted to also, I know there's a lot of people who follow me on my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, by the way. They may not be aware of what I be referencing when it comes to beef sector stuff, and I just want to get this out the way and clear some things up once again and once and for all, because once I get home, I don't want the energy to be brought back with me. But I know there's going to be still some commentary on this, and that's fine. I'm still going to be dragged for whatever, and that's a given. But I just wanted to make sure that I clear some things up. So if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, beef sector stuff, it's okay. You could kind of put your heads down or whatever. It's fine, But I thank you for watching, But I want to clear some things up, because the last 24 hours has been so entertaining for me, So thanks for bringing the attention to my channel and, viewing my video from when I was on my way here. And people got the misconception that I was angry. I wasn't angry. I didn't think I was. I know some people interpret me as being aggressive anyway. I guess it's a New York thing. But no, I was just expressing, my disappointment of how things were handled in the way it was handled and the way it was. And I stand by that. But all this stuff about being mad and upset and I was about to cry, okay. You could go with that. That's fine. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. But I'm telling you, that was not the case. And please pardon the background noise. Once again, I'm in the hotel lobby, and so please just pardon the background noise. But yeah, I just wanted to just really clear some things up. And I thought I made myself clear my explanation when I was on Lolo's platform yesterday. So check out that video, by the way. So you could get some more clarity, and make sure you check out her channel, period. Check out her vlogging experience here in Vegas, and just check out all her videos. Subscribe to her channel, make sure you support her, But I did address some of these things because, again, I would never have brought up this whole thing in the first place if Sour Mo never brought it up in the first place to try to make it seem like something that it wasn't. So that's why I brought up the whole kiss factor. So let me just, once again, clear it up. It didn't matter whether or not he did it. It was a suggestion to stir up some things because I, when I came to Vegas, this was for a meet and greet, hence lemoncation, right? So all this stuff about me trying to get with Lemon and I'm old and desperate. Okay, you go with that. But it was a meet and greet type of thing, right? And so I went there for that purpose initially. So it wasn't my fault that things turned out the way it did the months leading to this because there was some things that happened that transpired that caused people to opt out of the trip, but I was still going because I wanted to have a fun time in Vegas. So Sour Mold was not the center of this trip, but the fact is that it was still Lemoncation, and as the host of this trip, as the host, if you're going to cancel on it, you should have just let me know individually, directly. I'm not going to be chasing you down on your lives to try to find out whether or not you're going. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So if I said that I did not know that Sour Mold decided not to go the night before I left, that's when I found out. Like, why would I lie about that? I didn't know before. Because leading up to that, yes, the last few times I went on his chat, he would say, "Faith is the substance. Salute to you. I see you in Vegas. Salute to you. I see you in Vegas. Oh, she's going to Vegas." There was no talk about him not going, or or running a play about not going and showing up, whatever it was. But I didn't find out until I didn't know through his live the night before the trip, and I was still going regardless. So all this stuff about you pitying me and this happened before, and some people brought up the Jay Wilson thing, and I wasn't the only one that made that plan. As far as I can recall, if y'all want to go back there, I wasn't the only one that still went out there, and I still met up with some people that I really had a good time with. So it worked out. So it's okay. I appreciate the kind words that was being sent on my in the comments. I appreciate that, but there's no need to pity me. I make it seem like I can't control who cancels, ladies and gentlemen. I can't control if they cancel, but if am I in control of whether or not I decide to go? Yes. And did I still make it? Yes. Because I still want to enjoy myself. I want to enjoy my time, and no monkey don't stop no show. And I'm grown, by the way. I'm a grown woman, so I can kind of make my own decisions, right? But this whole thing about I keep getting jilted and I'm going on these trips and meeting up, and my intentions are pure, ladies and gentlemen. My intentions are pure. So whoever cancels or renege on their plans, that's not on me, But I just wanted to clear some things up. What else? All this stuff about me trying to hook up, it wasn't like that. It was a meet and greet. So whatever transpired, but my overall objective was to meet and greet Sour Mold. And the main reason why I wanted to meet and greet Sour Mold is because I wanted to see what he's all about in person, and I also wanted to kind of milk this whole Mrs. Lemon Jr. thing, because there was a whole thing, remember? And that's why I suggested the whole kiss thing, no tongue, just, something to give them something to talk about. And the fact that people keep saying that they wouldn't talk about it, but y'all are. And nothing even happened, but you're talking about it. It's still content to you guys, so you're welcome, by the way. So it's still content, but it was just that. It was nothing more, nothing less. So him going there, and I just happened to check YouTube cameras out last night on my way to the Prince Tribute concert. Shout out to YouTube cameras, and she was sharing my video. Thank you for that. And I wasn't upset, YouTube cameras. I wasn't. I want to clear that up. But thank you so much for understanding where I was coming from. Okay. But he went on there talking about Faith knew. She was in the chats and she get over it. Whatever. Talking about, I'm gonna F you up when I get on whatever channel I don't know what channel he's going to use, because he lost all of them, so I don't know what channel you're going to use to come for me. But this ain't what you want, dude, because I know Sour Mold is used to talking to women crazy and cursing them out and just using that off switch. But I'm not that one. But but I wasn't even going to bring up the whole kiss thing because I didn't do it. I didn't search. I didn't eat. I wasn't yearning for it. Okay, it was a suggestion that he agreed to. So the fact that he went up there and said something about, she was already planning on meeting other people and Lolo, and that she could kiss Lolo because she's bisexual and because she just wanted to make out sexual with me and she just wanted to meet the star. Okay, if you want to, okay, I understand the self confidence of it all. If you want to view yourself as a star, I mean, okay. The only stars I know is in the sky, but okay, whatever. You go off. Bless your heart. But I wasn't eager to, do this kiss thing. He was more eager than I was. But you made it something that it wasn't. Talk about I wanted a make out session. I didn't want to make out with you like that. But that's the reason why I had to clear up the kiss thing, because I wasn't going to bring it up. I was going to take it to my grave. But like I said, once again, I suggested it. He agreed. I wanted to kind of, use that running gag as Mrs. Lemon Jr. and stir up some stuff, and it did. Now this whole thing about bathwater, I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know where this bathwater thing is coming from, ladies and gentlemen. But I didn't say anything about bathwater. Like, where did that come from? Y'all taking two situations that I talked about in Lolo's platform, y'all meshed it together. Because I brought up bathwater because somebody in the chat said something about bathwater, and the only time that came up was way before this trip was even thought of. When I said, because I would come in, like I said, as Mrs. Lemon Jr., when I first started the whole Mrs. Lemon Jr. thing, I would come up in there real quick on the panel. Okay, what you want for supper tonight? And it was a running gag. And then the next time I came, and I would drop back down. The next time I came on, I was like, okay, when I run your bathwater, do you want some lavender oil or like? It was just a thing. It was a running gag. And that was months ago. I'm like, why would that be brought up now? Like, I don't understand, like, what they one have to do with the other, because that was way before this trip was even thought of. So why did I don't know how this bathwater thing come in. But again, y'all making it seem like I took this trip solely to see Lemon, to get my knocks off. No, it was a meet and greet. But like I said, you can be what you want. And then I hear this theory, people talking about part of the reason why he didn't come is because he wanted to avoid kissing me. Whoa, my goodness. Is it like that? Is it like that? Really? Is that what y'all came up with that? First of all, that sounds so dumb, by the way. But I'm like, my goodness. Now, I know I'm not the most desirable person in the world, but damn, I mean, it's like that. Y'all think that he derailed himself from a whole, his plans derailed because he didn't want to run the risk of kissing me? Oh my Lord. Oh wow, really? I mean, that is something. I mean, like, wow. Okay. I mean, if y'all want to keep with that theory, okay. I didn't think that would that was dumb, by the way. But it was just that I mean, nobody forced his hand. I don't have to force anybody to kiss me, ladies and gentlemen, especially for a little gag. It wasn't that serious, So for that, you want to derail. You think somebody's going to derail a trip to avoid kissing me? I'm like, I'm not. I didn't force anyone to do that. I would never force anybody to do that. It was suggestion. It was just a suggestion. You didn't have to honor it. You could have just said, that, what, let's not do that. Okay, fine. And I would have left it alone. But okay. And by the way, my teeth are fine. I mean, I know people was just coming for me. I mean, y'all paying so much attention to my teeth. And, I mean, I don't know what that was all about, but I take my oral hygiene very seriously, y'all. But, since y'all want to say so much about my teeth, I'm not sure where that came from, but thank you for noticing, by the way. Okay. But yeah, because I was just hearing it, and there was so many women that out there. Like I said, I expected the roasting and dragging. I got it. I was entertained. But I got all this woman empowerment. Oh yes, y'all. And these are the same women, the same black women that always want to come after the men for disrespecting us, but it's not always coming from them. It's mostly coming from the black women. Case in point, me being referred to as Miss J. Hey, Miss J is fabulous, and shout out to Miss J. And I hope that he has he had a, God has blessed him. I mean, God has spared his life, and he's making a great recovery. And I hope that he gets the financial help that he needs in order to continue his recovery. So shout out to Miss J. So thank you. Refer to me as Miss J. All right now, and what else? But yeah, but I just want to give a special dedication to Danny DeVito. You know who you are, because you just have this. I think you have this hidden attraction. Like, there's something about me that infatuates you. There's something about me that you're infatuated with. So this goes out to Danny DeVito. Here and now, I promise to love faithfully. You're all I need. Woo. So yeah, that goes out to you, Miss Danny DeVito. And like I said, just keep it going. I'm entertained. Thank you so much for the hate that I've been given. Thank you so much for the love I've been given. Thank you so much for God, for allowing me to experience this wonderful trip. So right now, I'm still waiting on. I'm killing some time in between because I have a late flight actually, and so later on this evening, I'm going to go to the Stratosphere. It's a comedy show, so I'm going to catch that show and then go to the airport from there. I want to make sure that I make it in enough time because there's been a shutdown with the TSA pre-check. So it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be going to the main checkpoint. So I want to make sure that I'm good to go, that there's no issue. I want to make sure that I have a lead on this. So, I said, let me just do this video now. And, because I was going to try to see if I could kind of record some of the Stratosphere, but I don't feel like it. And I don't feel like recording anymore. I just gave you enough of what I had and just go from there. So once God spares me traveling mercies, I'm going to go home. I'm going to relax. I'm going to take my shower, unwind, and just listen to more of the mess. And I have my. I want to make sure that I want to make sure I acknowledge Christian Church at East Point. I had my Sunday service virtually, and shout out to Pastor Rand and my church congregation. I haven't been to church in the past few weeks. I don't know, just kind of weighing down in my spirit. But I'm going to be back soon. But I still have my Sunday service virtually this morning. So shout out to the Christian Church at East Point, and shout out to every one of you. So make sure that you tune in this coming Wednesday. I'm going to be having an interview with Bubs the God. He's a content curator. Check him out, Bubs the God. I'm going to be interviewing with him this coming Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check that out. So I'm going to be back to my regularly scheduled programming. So thank you again so much, and I hope that y'all have a better understanding of what the deal is. And if not, that's fine. I'm going to continue to get dragged. That's fine too. But again, thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for tuning in. In the meantime, have a good